Now third type is close packing in 3 dimensions, that is stacking of square close packed layers. This is AAAA type 3-dimensional arrangement. Now here consider the bottom layer. In this way, first of all, spheres are arranged along the x-axis, then arrangement is done along the y-axis. This is the bottom layer. This bottom layer is along the 2 dimensions, x and y. Now consider same type of layers, that is A type of layer. It is arranged along the 3rd dimension, that is z-axis, along the z-axis. So this is the second layer, that is the same as that of first, that is A. This is the 3rd layer, which is same as that of first and second, and this is the 4th layer, which is also same. So this type of arrangement results in the formation of square close packed layers, and this is actually there is a formation of simple cubic arrangement. Coordination number of each sphere or each atom is 6 and occupied space is 52.4%. Now next type is stacking of 2 hexagonal close packed layers. This arrangement is called as AB type of 3-dimensional arrangement. Again, you consider the bottom layer, that is A type. This is along the x axis or y axis. So 2 dimensions are considered for this. Now this is the second layer, that is B, which is different than the first layer. This is the third layer, which is same as that of first. And this is the fourth layer, which is same as that of second. And therefore this type of arrangement is AB type of arrangement. This is the side view, A, B, A and B. It results in the formation of hexagonal close packed arrangement. And this is the top view. The gray colored spheres, these are the bottom spheres, and the orange color or brown colored spheres, these are the B type of spheres. So AB type of 3-dimensional arrangement results in the formation of hexagonal close packed structure. Coordination number is 12. It means each sphere is in contact with 12 other spheres. For example, if you consider this, surrounding to this or adjacent to this, there are 6 spheres plus these 3, 6 plus 3, that is 9, and plus these 3, 9 plus 3, that is 12. Coordination number is 12 and occupied space is 74%. Now next arrangement, placing of 3rd hexagonal packed layer, that is ABC type of 3-dimensional arrangement. Again you consider the bottom layer, that is of A type, then second layer, that is B, which is different than the A, then third layer, which is different than the first and second. It is totally different. Then this is the 4th layer, which is same as that of first. Then above this there will be B, which is same as that of second layer. So in this way, this arrangement is A, B, C, A, B, C and so on. This is the side view. So bottom layer is A type of spheres, this is B type of spheres, this is C type, and this is again A. This is the side view, which results in the formation of cubic close packed structure. Now in this top view, you can see the gray colored spheres, these are the bottom spheres, then red color spheres, these are the B type of, this is the B type of layer, and green colored layer or sphere, that is C type. So ABC type of 3-dimensional arrangement results in the formation of cubic close packed structure. Occupied space is 74 and coordination number is again 12. Next point is, what is the meaning of interstitial voids or interstitial sites and void space? There are 2 types of voids, tetrahedral void and octahedral void. Now what is the meaning of tetrahedral void? The vacant space surrounded by 4 atoms having tetrahedral arrangement, this is called as tetrahedral void. Now here you can see at the bottom there are 4 spheres, and this is the red color sphere. It is fitting exactly in the cavity of this cavity produced by these 3 spheres. Now among these 4 sphere there is one void space, that is tetrahedral void. Similarly, octahedral void means the vacant space surrounded by 6 atoms having octahedral arrangement, it is called as octahedral void. Again, in this diagram you can see at the bottom there are 3 spheres, and above that again there are 3 spheres, and the empty space surrounded by these 6 spheres, that is the octahedral void. Now most important thing is, for a given atom or sphere there are 2 tetrahedral sides and 1 octahedral side. In a particular crystal, for a given atom there are 2 tetrahedral sides and 1 octahedral side. It means in a crystal, if there are n number of atoms, then there will be 2n number of tetrahedral voids and n number of octahedral voids. This is very important. Next point is the meaning of packing efficiency or packing density, or also called as atomic packing fraction. Meaning of packing efficiency is the fraction or percentage of total space occupied by spheres or particles is called packing efficiency. Formula for this is packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by particles in unit cell upon total volume of unit cell into 100. So this is the formula for the packing efficiency. Next point, packing efficiency of metal crystal in simple cubic lattice. Examination point of view, this is a very important point. In simple cubic structure, we all know that spheres occupy 8 corners of unit cell and each sphere touching to adjacent spheres. Now here in this diagram there is a little bit modification. This is the cube. Now there are 8 corners, spheres occupying each corner. So these 4 front spheres are highlighted with yellow color. Now distance between 2 centers of the adjacent sphere, this is the edge length, it is denoted by A. So distance from this center of sphere up to this, that is equal to A. So this is also same distance, this is also A, this is also A, and this is also A. Whereas distance from center of sphere up to this, that is the radius of sphere. So from this diagram it is clear that A is equal to 2r. A is equal to 2r. So distance from here to here, that is A, which is equal to 2r. It means if A is the edge length of unit cell and if r is the radius of sphere, then A is equal to 2r. This is true for simple cubic lattice. Now you know that number of spheres per unit cell in case of simple cubic cell, it is equal to 1. And the volume of unit cell, it is side cube, that is A cube, but A is equal to 2r, and therefore volume of unit cell, it is equal to 2r cube, that is equal to 8r cube. Now the volume of sphere or atom, this is a constant, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now how to calculate volume occupied by atoms in unit cell? So this is equal to number of atoms present in unit cell into volume of one atom. Actually volume of one atom is fixed, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and number of atoms present in unit cell, that is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this much volume it is occupied by atom present in simple cubic cell. Now packing efficiency formula is volume occupied by particles in unit cell upon total volume of unit cell into 100. So this is the volume occupied by one atom in unit cell, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube upon 8 r cube. This is the volume of unit cell, then into 100. Now when we simplify this, then we get pi by 6 into 100, that is equal to 3.14 upon 6 into 100, that is equal to 0.524 into 100 or 52.4%. It means packing efficiency of simple cubic cell, it is equal to 52.4%. So this much space is occupied by the atoms and rest space is empty, that is 47.6% space is empty. Now packing efficiency of metal crystal in face-centered cubic lattice. In case of face-centered cubic lattice, spheres occupy the corners and center of each face. But important thing is the spheres which are present at the face, they are touching to corner spheres, but corner spheres are not touching to each other. You can see this diagram. So these are the corner spheres, these are not touching to each other, but sphere which is present or atom which is present at the center of face, it is touching to every corner atom. Now one modification is done, that is diagonal AC is drawn, and distance r is the radius of sphere and a is the edge length. Now distance AC, this is equal to 4r. This much distance is r, this is 2r, and this is r. So total distance from A to C, that is equal to 4r. So AC is equal to 4r. Now in right angle triangle ABC, first of all you consider triangle ABC. This is right angle triangle. In this triangle, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Therefore AC is equal to under root AB square plus BC square. But AB and BC, both they are equal to A, and therefore under root A square plus A square, that is equal to under root 2A square, that is equal to under root 2A. So AC is equal to under root 2A. But we know that AC is equal to 4R, and therefore under root 2A, that is equal to 4R. Therefore A is equal to 4R upon root 2. So this is the value for A. Now volume of unit cell, this is equal to A cube, but A is equal to 4R upon root 3, and therefore volume of unit cell, it is equal to 4 by root 2 cube. So that is equal to 64 R cube upon 2 into root 2. So this is equal to 32 R cube upon root 2. Now we know that number of atoms or spheres present in face-centered cubic cell, that is equal to 4, and the volume occupied by each sphere, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, and therefore volume of 4 atoms present in face centered cubic, this is equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube. Now the packing efficiency, this is equal to volume occupied by particles in unit cell upon total volume of unit cell into 100, that is equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume occupied by particles in face centered unit cell upon 32 r cube by root 2. This is the total volume of face centered unit cell into 100. Now when we simplify this, then it is equal to 3.14 into root 2 by 6 into 100, that is equal to 74%. It means packing efficiency of face centered cubic cell is 74%. So 74% space is occupied by the particles and 26% space is empty or free. Now next, that is packing efficiency of metal crystal in body centered cubic lattice. Now we know that in body centered cubic structure, atoms or spheres present at the center and at the corner. Most important thing is the center atom touching to the spheres or atoms present at the corners. Corner atoms, these are not touching to each other, and this is the diagram. Now there is a little bit modification. Now first of all, you consider the 3 spheres out of various spheres present in this body centered cubic arrangement. Now this sphere C, this is at the center of cube. Now F, this is the corner sphere, and A is also corner sphere. The atom A, it is the corner sphere of front face, and this atom F, this is the atom, corner atom of backside face. Now the diagonal AF is drawn. This is the body diagonal, and diagonal DF is also drawn. This is the face diagonal. Again this distance DE, this is equal to A. Distance AD, this is also equal to A. And distance EF, this is equal to A. This is the edge length. Now from this diagram it is clear that distance AF, this is equal to 4r, because r is the radius of sphere or atom. So this is r, this much distance, it is 2r, and this is also r. So total distance, that is AF, that is equal to 4r. Now first of all, consider the right angle triangle DEF. So DEF, this is the right angle triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem, DF square equal to DE square plus EF square. But DE is equal to A, and therefore A square plus A square, because EF is also equal to A. So A square plus A square, that is equal to 2A square. That is DF square, that is equal to 2A square. Now again consider another right angle triangle, that is ADF. So A, D and F. So in this triangle actually there is a body diagonal, that is AF, and face diagonal, that is DF. So consider this triangle ADF. So in this triangle, according to Pythagoras theorem, AF square is equal to AD square plus DF square. So that is equal to A square, because AD is equal to A. a square plus 2a square, because here we have calculated df square is equal to 2a square. So a square plus 2a square, then af is equal to under root a square plus 2a square, that is equal to under root 3a square, that is equal to root 3a. So af is equal to root 3a. But we know that af is equal to 4r, and therefore root 3a, that is equal to 4r. Therefore a is equal to 4r upon root 3. Now the volume of body centered unit cell, that is equal to a cube, and therefore it is equal to 4r upon root 3 cube, that is equal to 64r cube upon 3 into root 3. Now we know that number of atoms present in body centered cubic cell, that is equal to 2. Now the volume of 2 atoms present in body centered unit cell, that is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of 1 atom. This is equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube. So this is the volume of 2 atoms present in body centered unit cell. Now the packing efficiency of body centered cubic cell, it is equal to volume occupied by particles in body centered unit cell upon total volume of body centered unit cell into 100. So 8 by 3 pi r cube, this is the volume occupied by 2 particles or atoms in body centered unit cell upon 64 r cube by 3 into root 3. This is the total volume of body centered unit cell into 100. So when we simplify this, then it comes 3.14 into root 3 upon 8 into 100. This is equal to 68%. Therefore the packing efficiency of body centered unit cell, it is equal to 68%. It means 68% space is occupied and rest space is empty. Now next point, that is the relationship between molar mass and density and unit cell edge length, that is A. Now first of all, you consider the cube. All the edges are same, that is A is equal to B is equal to C, that is equal to A. All the edges are of equal length. So consider edge of unit cell A, then the volume of unit cell, it becomes A cube. Now suppose the mass of one particle, it is m. Particle means atom, ion, like that. So mass of one particle is m, and number of particles present in unit cell, that is equal to z. Now this z, for simple cubic system it is 1, body centered cubic system it is 2, and face centered cubic system it is 4. So number of particles in body centered unit cell 1. The total mass of unit cell, it is the mass of one particle into number of particles, that is m into z. Now the density of unit cell or substance, this is the ratio of mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell. Now the mass of unit cell is m into z, that is mass of one particle into total number of particles, and volume of unit cell, that is A cube. Now the mass of one particle, that is m, how we calculate? Molar mass molar mass upon Avogadro number. Actually, molar mass of substance contain Avogadro number of particles, and therefore mass of one particle, it is the ratio of molar mass upon Avogadro number. Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. Now substituting the value of m in equation number 1, this is the equation number 1, we get actually m is equal to m upon Na. This capital M, this is the molar mass, and Na is the Avogadro number. So small m, this is equal to capital M upon Na, and therefore we get the density of substance, that is rho, it is equal to m, capital M means molar mass, into z. Z is number of particles. In some book, instead of z, small n is used to represent the number of particles, but there is a chance for confusion. Small n, it is used for number of moles, and therefore in some reference books, instead of small n, here z is used. Z is number of particles. So m into z upon a cube upon Na. Na is the Avogadro number. So this is the formula for density. Many a times problem is asked on this formula to calculate the density of crystal, provided other terms are given. And this is the summary of the cubic system. Simple cube, for a simple cubic, R is equal to A by 2, that is R is equal to 0.5 A. Then volume of one particle, it is given by 0.5237 into A cube, and the total volume occupied by particles in unit cell, it is equal to 0.5237 A cube. So this is for a simple cubic system. For body centered cubic system, R is equal to root 3A by 4. Volume of one particle, it is given by 0.34 into A cube, and total volume occupied by particle in body centered cubic cell, it is 0.68 A cube. For face centered cubic system or cubic close packed system, R is equal to root 2A by 4. Volume of one particle, it is 0.185 A cube, and total volume occupied by particle in face centered unit cell, it is 0.74 A cube.